Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 15th. We're just going to jump right in here, Gemini. In your current general energies, you have this new moon in Libra. It says, "Know you are loved" on it. And so maybe you need to believe that that there is a loving energy around you. It's kind of weird. Several signs have had very similar messages where it's not like talking about love as in, a person. It's more saying you need to love yourself and understand that you live in a loving universe and all that other good stuff. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. I kind of feel like you need to get out of this energy here, right here. So maybe there's been, if there's been like a disappointment or something that didn't work out, the feeling I have here, I'm just going to tell you what I feel, Gemini. The feeling I have is I feel like I'm trying and trying and trying to get something to work, and it's just not working. For a lot of you, I feel this is business, or work related, where it's like you're trying to get ahead, but it just feels like you're on a treadmill. It's like you're running, but you're not moving forward. You're just in the same position. I don't even feel hamster wheel. I feel more treadmill. And I know those are basically the same thing, but it's I feel like the difference is I think we usually want to get off a hamster wheel, right? But it's like you're working towards something specific here in your life is what I see. And, but it just feels like you're not kind of pushed, you're not having a breakthrough or something like that, or at least you haven't been. You have the Four of Pentacles, which I kind of feel like is partially an answer to this problem. The Four of Pentacles can represent needing to leave a comfort zone or basically needing to try something new or different. And I kind of feel that for you here. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is an illusion. And Seven of Cups is also being spoiled for choice. So I feel like there are, if you're trying to have some sort of breakthrough in your life, in any area of your life, it doesn't matter, wherever you feel you've been on a treadmill, like I said, the Seven of Cups is about trying new things or trying different things in your life. And that's what I feel like you need to do here with the Seven of Cups. I also feel like you could be manifesting a lot of things here with the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups, there are good things and bad things in these cups, and, I feel like you need to more, focus, number one, but number two, if you find yourself, saying, oh, I'm going to start this business, or, I'm going to go get this career, but then you start, thinking of all the what ifs, right? Seven of Cups is my card of the what ifs, but it basically says, get rid of the what ifs. You need to find out. With the Seven of Cups, we can dream about something, but then we end up talking ourselves out of it, and we feel like we made the right decision, but the truth is we didn't, because we didn't find out in the first place. It's I always tell people, I think there's this thing that our brain does, and I'm guilty of this as well, so it's not just you, that where it's we think that if we don't go through something that we didn't fail, but it's no, if you didn't try, you failed. And so I feel like this is saying you need to try something that you're dreaming about or you're imagining, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is about past disappointments. He's also lost his taste for wine. These three cups, it represents the fact that he's lost his taste for something he once enjoyed. He needs to turn around, see these two cups in this bridge in this castle, because again, when he sees the two cups, he doesn't just get the two cups, he gets the bridge and the castle as well. So again, the solution to the Five of Cups is gratitude and being grateful for what you do have, but it's also about realizing that things can be different. So it's if you're suffering in a job, in a business, in a relationship that you don't enjoy any longer, this basically says leave. There's something much better coming in for you, right? So let's see. And again, if you have a job, I want to stress, I wouldn't just leave a job. Go get something first that's better and then quit your job, right? Do it the right way. Don't do it the wrong way. That's for sure. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. I feel like you're trying to recover in your finances as well. I don't necessarily think this is always a good place to be when we try to recover financially, because what are we focusing on? We're focusing on bad finances, right? And it's popping into my head here for some reason. I feel like you need to, we go to the Temperance card. Temperance is a card of alchemy, but it can represent kind of, changing the way you look at things. He's pouring those two cups back and forth. He's trying to turn water into wine, basically. But it's a card that says you can turn a negative into a positive, but you can also turn a positive into a negative. With the Temperance card, the choice is yours. So, I feel like your mindset is kind of changing here. I feel like it is. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. Definitely some sort of disappointment right here. It's whenever I have the Five of Cups for some reason, that's so weird. I thought this was the Four of Cups. I don't know. My brain was saying, even though I just said the Five of Cups before that, it was saying Four Cups. But what I was going to say is whenever I have the Five of Cups and Four of Cups, To me, that is like a big disappointment. But actually, again, I was wrong, even though I read this the right way in the first place. The Five of Cups twice, I feel, is some sort of disappointment, and it could be preventing you from moving forward with the Seven of Cups. It's like if you've tried to be successful in business, but you've never been successful in business, it's like eventually those disappointments add up, right? And then you just don't want to try any longer. And I kind of get that feeling here. With the Five of Cups, you have the Chariot. There's going to be a victory. Chariot says where there's a will, there's a way. So it's like if you believe that you can be successful, then you will be successful. And the Chariot is about taking control as well. By the way, some of you could be moving here, going this way. We go to the World, Six of Swords even. Six of Swords is a card of moving on, but it could be a card of like moving. And the other thing is that next you have the Ship card. It says distance journey. You also have this Old Man. It says inheritance mail. So some of you could be traveling or moving for sure. With that Ship card, I do actually feel some of you could be getting an inheritance as well. The other weird thing that's popping into my head, Gemini, is that I feel like you could be inheriting a person. You go Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups to this Two of Cups here. It's almost like you could have a person entering into your life who is meant for another person. And I've been saying this to Scorpio as well. So it could be a Scorpio. Take it how it resonates. It could be any sign. This is a general reading. But, this reading is giving me those vibes where it's like you could be attracting a person who is like kind of meant for another person, but I feel like they messed up. I might have said this to you recently, like in your last reading. So if I did, this is definitely for you. Again, it could be a Sagittarius as well. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. You have the World here as well. So, take it how it resonates. But, I feel like this person could like change your fortunes, literally. You have this wealthy man coming up next. So, I feel for it, and it could be any gender. Don't, take it how it resonates. But, I feel like this could be a person who changes your fortunes. I also feel with the Chariot here that you could just be changing your fortunes on your own. The Wheel of Fortune, we also have to take control with the Wheel of Fortune. We control the Wheel of Fortune a couple of ways. Number one, you have this snake right here on the side of the wheel, which represents your vibrations. You have these books in the hands of Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo like around the Wheel of Fortune. Kind of represents education, teaching yourself as well. But also the trick with the Wheel of Fortune is to pay attention to cycles. It's like a lot of us, we repeat the same things in life over and over and over again. And there are probably ways to, do that better. And it basically just says pay attention to the cycles. You have the Temperance card here. I feel like you're realizing that you can create your own breakthroughs. The Temperance card is about alchemy, turning one thing into another. But again, I get that feeling of realizing like you can turn things around on your own, or that you can, fix things on your own or do what you have to do. So I kind of feel like that's what you're doing here with the Temperance card. You have the World. The World is a card of accomplishment and achievement, and I do feel there is some sort of accomplishment coming in for you here. I also feel travel, of course. You have all these travel cards. Even the Wheel of Fortune can represent travel. The other thing I'm getting is that there could be a turnaround in your love life. This last row represents the good stuff. So even though you have the Three of Swords there, it doesn't matter. It's going to be good no matter what. So I kind of feel like some of you could be healing from a heartbreak, and you could be entering into a much more positive relationship situation. With the the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely some sort of change in your finances here. I feel it's something you've been working towards for a long time. If you are changing your finances, Eight of Pentacles is a card of like focused work. It's a card of apprenticeship as well. It is popping to my head. If like you're training, if you're getting training at work, I also feel some of you, there could be an opportunity for you to get additional training at work. I would take advantage of that because it looks to me like it's going to be very successful. With the Temperance card, you have the Star, definitely a wish come true going this direction. If you're like thinking about moving on from something, this is definitely telling me that moving on from something is going to lead to a wish, So again, if you're thinking about changing jobs, businesses, relationships, if you're thinking about moving, it's going to lead to like wish fulfillment or happiness. With the World, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands like taking the lead. Two of Wands is also about realizing that you have the whole world in your hands. The story of the Two of Wands is that he rushed to a finish line. He's standing normally at the top of that castle. He's got the whole world in his hands, but he's like looking out in front of him. He doesn't realize that he has the whole world in his hands. Like he has total control. So I feel that some of you need to realize like that you're in a very powerful position, and it's time to kind of like make a move. Next, you have this thief card and this wealthy man card. I would be careful of a past person. Again, if you're like meeting a new person, could be a wealthy man, could just be someone who's extremely abundant in life. That doesn't have to be financially. It could just be an abundant person, whatever gender you're attracted to. I feel like there could be a past person who's trying to mess things up. Again, it could also be that, this person was like a gift basically to another person. They messed up. So they could be trying to come between the two of you. It could be this person's past person. I feel like this is saying, like, don't let it come between the two of you, block and move on or do whatever you have to do because, there could be some sort of issue here. The other thing I would say with the Knight of Swords here is, and also having that thief card is the Knight of Swords to me is always a card of getting a second opinion. I always say that the Knight of Swords to me is like one of those cards where if you bring your car in to get fixed, for example, they might be like, oh, it's $1 million, but really it could just be $10 to fix whatever you have to do. It basically, Knight of Swords is a clue card to me, and sometimes it's a clue that you need to get a second opinion. So, like, if you're having work done on your house, and if the price doesn't sound right, get a second opinion. Knight of Swords, maybe they're not being a thief, but maybe they either are just charge a lot of money, or they are being a thief, or they might not know how to do things that maybe someone else knows how to do better. Sometimes I look at the Knight of Swords as a very immature knight, and sometimes it could be like you have to have like some plumbing done or something, and it's like maybe the first person who shows up, maybe they just don't know how to do it better, right? But maybe there's someone else with more experience who could do it cheaper. So I always say anything that costs money, anything at all, get a second opinion. The other thing is, Knight of Swords to me says no get rich quick schemes. So no, none of that this week. This week especially, but I would say really forever. Because I would just double check things with this energy for sure. You have the King of Cups here. I kind of feel like this could be a new person coming in for you. Again, I feel like this person was like a gift to someone else, or vice versa. It could be you. It's like you were a gift for someone else and that person screwed up. And this could be the person that's coming in for you. I don't really feel water except for Scorpio because, again, I've been saying this to Scorpio, like the same thing. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo because, again, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the World, which have those fixed signs on them. But take it how it resonates. Of course, it could be any sign. This is a general reading. The thing, I feel like this person's like a homebody a little bit is what's popping into my head. I feel, but like in a good way, I feel like they prefer to stay home. They're not out partying like all the time and stuff like that. I feel like they're very comfortable as well. It's like you feel like they're just a homebody. I feel like they just feel very comfortable to you. You have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores. It is improvements. It is moving on from things that no longer serve you as well. So I kind of feel like some of you are moving on from things that no longer serve you. Let's see what's going on here. With that Knight of Swords, yes, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords, which is a repeat nightmare. I would definitely be careful of a person from the past. And again, I would be careful of getting sucked into something financial. So no get-rich-quick schemes, basically everything that I already said. With the King of Cups, you have the Hierophant here. Are you kidding? Like, probably a person that you will marry going this way. So, like I said, this person's like a gift from the universe. I would definitely take it. With the Six of Swords here, you have the Empress. Yes, I feel like you're very attractive at this time. And so you could be attracting love, of course, but you're also probably attracting a lot of abundance. The thing is that whether this is love or not, it doesn't matter. You have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. And when we listen to the guidance of our higher self, we become more abundant. So this to me looks like you're maybe tapping into your higher self energies, or maybe you're listening to your higher self more. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. I feel like it's leading to, a lot more abundance. Next, you have this magic card. It says magic all over it. And this is from the Threads of Fate Empyrean Oracle, by the way. And full disclosure, I have a business relationship with Threads of Fate Empyrean Oracle, or with Threads of Fate, and they're launching 3 new decks. But there's going to be a link to that down below in the comments. Definitely awesome. They're like holographic, some of them like this. So definitely check that out. But On top of that, what I would say is I feel like you need to believe in magic here. You have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. This is meant to represent the good stuff, so the cards here are going to be good no matter what. I feel like some of you are healing from a heartbreak with the Three of Swords. The other thing is you could be just forgiving a situation. I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your bonus reading for the month of May. It seems to me like you're in this period of forgiveness where it's like maybe you're not forgiving a person directly or a situation directly, but you're forgiving it in your own heart, which is allowing you to move forward. You also have the Seven of Wands. I feel like saying you've never been so sure of something in your whole entire life. It's like you've never been so sure about something is what I'm feeling here. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of believing something so deeply that it becomes true. So with the Seven of Wands, it's like it says when you know that something is going to be successful, it will be successful. So it's about like deep belief. And I feel like that's what's going on here is that you're starting to believe in magic here, Gemini. You have this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is, of course, could be a soulmate. So I do feel that if you want love, you clearly could be attracting a person who is a soulmate. I feel like this person is like charging into your life. You know, in this bottom row, we have the Chariot with the World, with the Six of Swords. I kind of feel like that it's just like the right timing is what I would say to you, or that you are in the right time for this to happen. It's like both people I feel have healed and moved on. Six of Swords, Three of Swords. And so it's just like the right time for you two to come together if this is love. If it's not love, again, I feel like you're listening to your inner guidance, which is leading to more success. With the Three of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, fortune after difficulty. I mean, it could be a person. This person coming in if you're attracting love, and again, they could be they could be healing you more. You know, where it's like I feel like you're healing each other. So, you know, it could be a very healing connection going on here. I also feel for a lot of you that this is like just blessings coming in for you. Like I always say, Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. So if you've been going through a difficult period of time, it could be a lot of success coming in for you. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. So clearly your beliefs are going to be very important right now. The Seven of Wands, again, is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is going to be successful, then it will be successful. I always say like the quickest way to success with Seven of Wands is just to believe it deep down inside. With the Two of Cups, you have the Three of Wands. Yeah, what are you waiting for? You know, if this is love, I feel it could be a very expansive connection here going on here, you know, especially going this way. I actually love the Eight of Pentacles for love and in love readings as well, because the Eight of Pentacles says that you could be attracting a person who really puts in the work. This could also, the Three of Wands also says that your wait could say your wait is over. It's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So it could kind of say that like whatever you've been waiting for is showing up here. And, you know, I definitely feel that. But let's see, we're going to pull 5 main themes for you here, Gemini, and we're going to see what else wants to come up. You have the Shark. It says, take care, there will be loss of material wealth. Literally, thief, Knight of Swords. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I would get a second opinion. That's the feeling I got from the reading in the first place, was that you need to get a second opinion on something. So don't just go spending money. No get-rich-quick schemes, like I said. Definitely avoid that. No investing in the next pizza coin, Peppy coin, whatever. I don't care. Again, I always tell people there's more money than ever to be made right now, but you're not going to make it if you don't do your research. So in investing, in starting a business, and all these things, what is important? What's the thing that we have to focus on? Our values. We have Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus will spank you if you do not do your research. If you're just doing something to make money, Uranus and Taurus is like, no. Not going to happen, right? If you think you're going to invest in the next, Bitcoin or whatever, just blindly, not going to happen. If you do your research and also pick a project that aligns with your values, something that you believe in, you will be very successful. If you're starting a business, same thing. No get-rich-quick schemes. No, like, starting an Amazon store just because some dude on YouTube said that he made $1 million doing it, right? But if you're starting a business for the right reasons, because you really value it, then you'll be successful. And again, trust me, I know it's not that sexy. It's not as sexy as some dude on YouTube who's like, oh, you're going to make $1 million overnight by pushing this button here on Amazon, right? That never happens, number one. Let's make that very clear. Number two, yeah, maybe it's not as sexy to like have to, slowly build a business, but actually it is, because it'll last a lot longer. You have this Spear card. It says heartache over what you no longer have. There's like a little bit of hanging on energy here, but I'm not totally worried about it. I feel like you're moving on, healing here. But if you are, still hanging on to a past relationship, I would do whatever you can to heal from it. You have this jug heart card. It says lighthearted, carefree time. I feel like everybody needs more fun. Every single person that I've read for this week has had something about needing to get out, needing to enjoy like a hobby or something that you enjoy doing, or needing to spend time with friends, right? Mostly probably because it'll get you out of your head. You have the skull card. It says hidden secrets can harm you. If you've dealt with a person who has secrets, this can cause problems. I would just, no secrets at this time. It's not a good time to hold secrets. And I'm not saying you have to like spill your guts to people either, but if you're trying to be sneaky or anything like that, I'm not calling you out here, right? We've all done it, but I would just be careful of sneaky energy. You have this November card and this feather. It says someone you know is undependable and insincere, probably this past person who has secrets. So I would be careful of a past person who has secrets. I'm going to pull another card because I feel like that was connected. You have this dolphin card. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah, if you're like revisiting any business ideas that you had in the past, there could be a lot of wealth. Again, you have that wealthy man card, but you don't have to be a man. It could just be wealth that's coming in for you based off of something that you've worked on. And again, with that thief card, I would definitely keep your ideas to yourself at this time. I do think you, Gemini in particular, you could have some very futuristic ideas at this time, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. Even though it's going to retrograde into Capricorn soon, doesn't matter. Next year, it's going to officially move into Aquarius. So I'd say you could have a lot of like futuristic ideas or whatever. But again, I would keep those ideas to yourself, start working on them, right? Build those ideas up, get them to a certain point, and then share your ideas, right? But this looks really good. Love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.